I'll start with just a couple of things. One, I think you have to credit Iowa because for a long time tonight, they beat us at kind of our own game, being, second chance points, doing a good job on the glass, and they just took it to us. And Cook, Pemsel, all those guys were really good in there. And then it seemed as the game wore on, I thought we got better at that. So, but what a game. I mean, it was dramatic. It was controversial, I guess. And don't ask me what happened because I don't know. But what a game. And so I'm proud of our guys. I made the mistake, I guess. Kenya reminded me in the second overtime, reminded the team in the pregame talk. I said, we're going to win this thing, and we're going to out-tough them. And I don't care if it takes 45 minutes or 40 minutes, 45 minutes or 50 minutes, but we're winning. So all of a sudden, the second overtime comes, and these guys look like they're like, what's going on? Holy cow. And Kenya's like dancing in place. He goes, and he's got his hand on my shoulder, and he goes, Coach said it. He said it. We're going 50 minutes, and we're going to win. And so that's my fault. I should have done it in 40. But it was a cute moment, and the guys kind of chuckled and laughed and got their mind right and had a heck of a game. It was fun. Questions?
You, twice, there's about a 10-second differential. I was up by 2, and you played it out both times. And got the stop and got an immediate foul on Iowa and got free throws to tie it up. How close were you to giving one there and putting them on the line? And that was a really key moment.
First of all, we do practice free throws on our end. I just want you to know that. All right. So second of all, I believe in our defense, and Pemsel was the guy I wanted to foul, and he was already 6 for 6 or whatever. Oh, 4 for 6. Never mind. They lied to me. So, and he would have been the guy, but it just looked like he was right on it. The other thing is, quite frankly, we haven't been very good on free throw blockout. And I just didn't, I feel better about our defense than I do about our free throw blockout, which has just got to get better. But, any long misses, we've been awful on. So it kind of factors like that. Even, I just thought, let's just play it out. And I believe in our guys. I think they can get stops, and they did.
A lot of minutes. Ty played 49, said he couldn't even feel his legs after the game. But what does that say?
When was the last time you were at recess and said, oh, I can't do recess anymore?
Well, that aside.
All right.
What does that say about just kind of the resolve of your guys to gut out a game like this that was pretty important for your program and your season?
Yeah, there's no doubt it was an important win. The air could have gone out of the building at the end of regulation, and it didn't. And we just hung in there. We got the tip. Then we played from the lead a little bit. Then it got weird. There was a foul and a basket, and I don't know, like whatever happened. And so I really credit our guys just for, when you're in the huddle and you can see just in their own heads, like they're focused and they're locked in on game plan, on personnel. I'm like, okay, this is what this guy's been doing. I got to get to him. And you could see them, and they're talking to each other. Michael Jacobson's talking to everybody. They're when they're vocal like that and they run the timeouts, you feel pretty good as a coach.
Playing 6 guys, basically.
No. Roby kind of had a hip thing go on, and we just felt in the second half. First of all, we didn't think it would actually go 50 minutes, but once you get to a certain point, it's kind of hard to get other guys in. I believe Jordy would have been a guy that maybe we could have played more, but it's just the way it goes. And then sometimes I'll allow the assistants to make a sub on a matchup, and I think we kind of got into a certain point where, although we gave up 93 points, we liked our matchups, and so that's why we didn't play as many guys.
Coach, you have a whole lot of trust in your guys, and they're pretty young. What about them makes you give them so much trust?
Because it's my livelihood. I have no choice. But I like them. These are guys that you've recruited. they've really, I think, let me down once, honestly, this year. We've practiced hard. We've done a lot of things. We had a bad week here a few weeks ago. And but other than that, you know, we've practiced really hard. We've done a lot of things, and we've hung in there attitude-wise. And that means a lot. That's all I'm asking, right? But that's not easy to do, man. I mean, you get outside voices, you get ego, you get a lot of things can get in your way on a high level of basketball because there's a lot of people coming at them, and so, but this has been great for us, and I'm proud of our guys.
Glenn, how much trust do you have with him to kind of figure things out on the offensive end and kind of run the
Like
team?
4 times. It's basically like I call it playground, and which is we've got like 4 different sets where we just basically get out of Glenn's way. And I'm like, you know, let him do his deal, guys. And then we'll put 2 guys on the other side of the basket ready to rebound. And sometimes it was funny because Glenn passed up a shot. I don't know where we were. Maryland? I don't know. Somewhere. Not here. And it was either, Maryland. And so Glenn said, I said, Glenn, when I run Ivo for you, you're shooting. You're going to create your own shot. Nobody. And he's like, well, I just didn't feel like I had it. And I said, yeah, but you put it on the glass, we're getting the offensive rebound. This play is designed for you to even miss it. It doesn't matter. We're going to get it. And Michael Jacobs, I remember him he goes, Glenn, we got you. Don't worry. And then tonight they didn't have to worry about it so much. But he was just unbelievable, I thought.
Jacques was going to the second half. Glenn kind of rose to the occasion, it seemed like. How special was that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there could be a person at the game, you know, that didn't just love being a part of this game, win or lose. And watching those 2 guards go back and forth and Ty Webster doing his deal and was just it was really fun to be a part of.
Defensive effort on Jock down the stretch.
I thought he did a really good job on him. You know, I mean, he took 24 shots, but Peter's a special player. He's developed well. You know, when I'll never forget it, Koya Gao said, you got to watch Peter Jock, but he was just coming off knee surgery. So I'd never seen him, you know, with good legs. And to see him now from where he was as a senior in high school, it's just amazing to watch. I told him that after the game, too. His development just gets better and better. And he needs like an inch, and you're going to pay the price.
Like this, it's so emotionally and physically draining. How do you get the guys ready to do it all over again in 3 days?
Shop therapy. I'm not joking. No, I am joking, actually. We just watch tape, do our prep. You know, it's an early start time. You know, we told them this. We told them, you know, I always like to set the week for them, and it's interesting. I'm like, okay, we play there. You know, we've got this game at 8 p.m., and we turn around and play at, you know, 1:15 on Sunday. And a couple guys are like, oh, bro. You know, like, they don't know. And the one thing I have learned is don't assume anything, okay? Like, you tell them everything. And so, you know, so I think they're ready. They know it's a short turnaround. We just talked about it, too, in the locker room, so. Hey, Northwestern just had a tough night, too.
What do you think of the crowd tonight?
I thought the crowd was awesome. I thought they were a huge part of us hanging in there. And they were so supportive. It was easy for the guys to rally. And, you know, we want to make this place the vault again. And it hasn't been, truly. So, we need our fans. And they were, like I say, this was fun. And they made it a lot of fun. And it was just a heck of a game. And I look forward to doing it all over again Sunday afternoon. You know, I think NFL is going to wait till we play, and then they're going to play, right?
Your team has been pretty gutsy facing deficits this year. What's different about this team?
I don't know. It's hard for me to define. These are guys that we've recruited. These are guys that we've identified for various reasons. You know, I think we got lucky getting a guy like Evan Taylor in July, who is really a tough-minded kid, even though, you know, he had a struggle tonight at the foul line, but he was a huge role in us winning this game, just like he was the last 2 games. And to break in the starting lineup coming kind of from nowhere is, you know, pretty cool to watch him. And he's got a lot of juice with the team. You know, he's got influence because of how hard he plays, and he does what we ask him to do. And I'm really proud of him. And so it's just, Ty is really, I think, accepted. You know, he's the only senior, so in terms of, you know, I'm going to be the leader. I know this is my role, And I think that clarification, helps him. So there's a lot of circumstances that lead to, this team being as tight as they are.
Hey, Coach, do you think the gap is maybe a lucky thing for the team?
We're not supposed to talk about the gap, but what happened truly was, that's the third time I've said truly, but so in 7th grade, I knocked it out, and it's an old cap, and then we've got an implant going in. And right now I got a flipper, right? So, but I can't talk with the flipper at all, and the guys are laughing while I'm saying, we got to get, suffer and succotash. And so what I really tell what happened is this is the law with the team. They have whatever coach says goes. Is that I got into a rebounding group with Murrow and those guys, and Murrow hit me, and I lost my tooth, but I got the rebound.